everyone, we are going flea market shopping. So it's not the usual flea market I go to. This is actually a new one. Only comes around a few times a year. I'll put the timestamp right here if you want to fast forward right to the haul. But without further ado, let's look around. So this flea market was about an hour drive away from me. Now, considering I love to go to flea markets, I don't think that's a long drive, but I will say that the ones that I usually go to are a little bit closer in proximity to me. So one of the first things that I looked at were the baskets. I found quite a few baskets and some that were actually really nice. You will be surprised, dare I say shocked though, that I didn't pick up any baskets from this haul. I did stumble across this little gold plate thing. I thought it was really cute. I love the design of it. I also saw next to it though, this thing. I thought it was an urn, but I will say the exterior of it was really cute. Oh, and I just loved the weaving of this basket. It was $4. It was my intention to go back and pick it up, but I totally forgot about it by the end of the day. And I also saw this. I have no idea what it was, but it was quirky and cute, and I really liked it actually. And this flea market had so many dishes and plates. I wish I actually took the time to look more through them, but I wasn't really gravitating towards that stuff that day. One thing that I did notice about this flea market though is that there were a lot of small businesses that were there promoting their products that they made, so it was very inspiring to see. And irrelevant to what I was searching for, but 8-year-old me would have been so happy to have that. These Harry Potter characters were quite adorable too. And this vendor had some art pieces, but nothing that really spoke to me. And that safe type looking box was really cool, but it was a little too pricey. Oh, and I really loved this vintage runner. It was so beautiful. It was almost like a purple color, like a lilac purple color, but it was $135. She worked it down to $95, but still that was a little too high for me. And this vendor was a reseller. He had absolutely gorgeous pottery though. There were a few things that I wanted, but I ended up walking away to look around before I purchased. That ended up being a mistake and I missed out on a few things that I loved, but I still did pick up a few things that I liked from this vendor. Aside from that though, I did find this beautiful blanket. It was very thin and sheer, but it was beautiful and I thought it would have been perfect for fall. The covers of these books were absolutely gorgeous too. I really loved just the gold detailing of it. And somewhat of an interesting find, I thought it was a pipe, but I wasn't exactly sure. And I walked up to this table and was so tempted to buy that vase in the back, but I ended up passing on it. And this piece was interesting. I thought it was actually a bell, but it turned out to be a musical box, as was this little old looking telephone. I thought that was really cool. And this next vendor had some beautiful furniture pieces. I wish I asked what the prices were, but I do know that one of the tube radios that you see right here were only $5. And I honestly wish that I bought it. I don't know what I would have done with it and where I would have put it in my home, but an old radio for $5 is just an amazing price, even if it doesn't work. And I always find that flea markets are the best places to find brass candlestick holders. I find them occasionally in thrift stores, but I have much more luck at flea markets for whatever reason. And I was surprised by the amount of Christmas decorations that I found just throughout the flea market. I had to remind myself though that some people decorate much earlier than I do. Oh, and I loved this little ceramic. It was only $5 and I loved the shape of it, but regrettably I did not pick it up. And there was also this tall, skinny vase that I thought was so cool and unique. I've never seen anything like it, and I just liked the colors on it as well. And I also saw these beautiful handmade end tables. I just thought they were really pretty. I really love the wood. And I really love this metal duck. I wasn't sure what it was used for, but I thought it was really cute. I also picked up this really heavy weight. I didn't realize it was a weight, and I immediately had to put it back down because it was so heavy. And this little set right here was really pretty. I'm not sure what it was, but I really loved the amber color of it. I also liked this cute little picture. It was so cute and I was so tempted to buy it. As well as this picture, it was a gorgeous color, but obviously not something that I have at my home. And after spending a few hours there, I thought it was about time to wrap things up. I just got done. At first, I was really worried I wasn't gonna find anything, but I ended up finding some nice stuff in the back and for pretty good prices too. So with that being said, it's flea market haul time. Okay, so first up is this brass candlestick holder. All right, let's address this. If you've seen previous videos, you probably know at this point I don't need more, but I wanted more. And so here we are. And I can't say this is the last one in the haul either, so there's that. But this one was a cute one. I have a similar style than this. It's just a little bit of a different height, so I'm really excited to kind of pair those together. I'm always very fascinated with the array of styles that there are when it comes to brass candlesticks, so I like to have variation. I like different styles, and when I find a style that I like, I mean, I get it. I really love the shape of this, but I really love the bottom too. I kind of like the fact that it almost looks like a catch-all dish at the bottom of this, but I'm really happy I bought this one. This was actually in a bundle, so altogether I got 3 items for $5. So for the purpose of this, we could say this was $1, which if this was $1, this is a really good deal. Even if it was $2, still a really good deal. All right. So this is the last brass candlestick holder. It was this one. I mean, I love this. That's a given because obviously I bought it. This one was so cute. I've never actually had a 5 holder style before, but I really love it. I love the etching on it. It's beautiful, and I love the fact that these little things underneath the holders almost look like flowers. So I just love that petal look. And then the ornate kind of like curvature of it is just beautiful. And to top it all off, this was only $5. Honestly, this was probably some of the best deals that I ever got. We got some outliers here, but I'll give you a reason why. But like, these are some of the best deals that I've ever gotten. This was only $5 for this. This is beautiful. I could definitely see this in the center of a table or on a mantle. It's a more traditional kind of style, but I feel like it's also timeless in the same vein. So next up is this cute little ceramic. I just thought it was really cute. I loved the colors on it. I thought it was like kind of whimsical and fun, and it's just a small, cute shape. So I like the fact though that these colored pieces on it are actually covered with a glaze, whereas like the orangey brown seems like it's almost not covered with any glaze whatsoever. So I kind of like the texture of that. So I spent a lot of time actually talking to the vendor of these ceramics that I bought. He was trying to give this to me for free, and I couldn't do it. I said I have to pay you something, and so we agreed on $3 for this. So that honestly made my day. Next up is this cute little dish. It looks like it's almost squished. It looks like it was intended to be a bigger bowl, but then they were just like, looks good. I love it. I like that the majority of it is actually like a neutral color. Very easy to work into my home. But then I love, again, that this has like these random strips. If I had to kind of describe the pattern, it almost looks like stretched out leaves. Yeah, again, this was just cute. This one I'm pretty sure was $5, so not the cheapest, but obviously this was a seller, and I know because of that they price things higher than what they normally buy them for. I still really liked this and thought it was really cute, so I was happy to grab this one. I also need things, small things, for that little shelf that I bought too. This is actually going to go on that shelf, if you remember. I don't have a lot to go on that shelf, so I do want to have some kind of small knickknacks, and these 2 pieces that I just showed you are actually the perfect size for this. So I'm excited to put these on my shelf. Okay, next up is this cute little frame. So I really loved just the design of it. Pretty sure it's brass. It has a little bit of a kickstand on the back of it too. I'm actually very surprised that it's actually still attached. Let me not break it right now though as I'm explaining it. But this was beautiful though. I really love this. I personally don't understand when people get rid of pictures of family. Now this in particular could have very well been like just a part of a estate sale or something of that matter where the original owners were no longer in possession of this and it just got swept up in like a donate pile or sell pile or something. So in that regard, I understand that it might not be the person's decision to give up family member photos. But recently I was at Goodwill looking at frames, and I literally saw a school year picture of a child in a frame. So yeah, I'm a little confused by that. So obviously I am not young anymore. It's been a long time since I've been in grade school, a long time since I've been in middle school, and relatively long time since I've been in high school. But my mom still has my school pictures for every single year. She doesn't have to have them. Mom, if you want to get rid of them, you totally can. It's fine. Just rip them up and burn them or something. But going back to this, sorry. Although she's a very beautiful lady, I will probably not keep this picture. But I will say that this is a beautiful frame, and I was really happy to pick this one up. This one was only $1, so really happy I found this. This is kind of one of those things where you didn't know you were looking for it, but once you found it, you were like super happy, right? But let me know if you know, don't mind picking up pictures. I know there are some people out there who actually like older pictures of individuals. So if anyone actually wants this picture, let me know. That would be easy enough to send by mail. So yeah, the next thing that I got was this. I really liked it. I love the details of it. This is kind of in line of what I kind of love. So I looked it up on a Google Lens, and although it looked very similar to a lot of different things out there, I will say that I couldn't say with certainty what it was. I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. Orange is not really a popular color in my home, despite the fact that I've gotten quite a few orange things at this point. However, I will say I'm gonna make a point to find a place for this in my home. So the seller originally had this price for $35. I'm pretty sure this was $20. $20 is definitely not cheap, I will say that, but at the same time, I love this. I know I would have been thinking about this if I did not get it. He had other things that unfortunately I did not buy, and that was only because I left. So, rookie mistake, but I did not actually go with a lot of money, and I wholeheartedly regret it. But because I didn't bring so much money, I really was like, okay, well, that's in the back of my mind. I'll leave and come back, see what else is around. The problem with that though, nothing stayed in my mind. I totally forgot about the things that I was going to revisit. Also, I was very hungry, and so I think that just took precedence at that point, and so I left. But I will say, I am happy that I did happen to remember to pick this one up. Okay, and last but not least, I bought this. This probably seems surprising. I like the shape of it. These gems though are not particularly my style. I definitely wanted to take these off. So this for sure is going to be a thrift flip for me. I love the shape of it. I think it's got a very unique shape, and I thought I could work with it. But the only thing that I am like hesitant about is whether or not I want to enclose this. Like, do I want to kind of put panels around these areas, or do I want to keep it open like this? I think this would be beautiful to have like some kind of greenery, like an air plant or something like that. But if I enclosed it too, I could almost make it a pendant lamp of sorts. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. If you guys have any ideas, or if you guys think one idea sounds better than the other, feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I just really love this shape. It's definitely more of a traditional style shape, but I really thought that I could do a lot with it. I think it's cute and adorable, and honestly, I can't wait to see how it turns out in the end. So if you like this video, definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up. Likes and comments help this video out a lot. And if you're new here, my name is Rachel. I love thrifting. I go to thrift stores and flea markets, anything and everything in between, to find some great finds, save what I can, and whenever possible, save those dollars. So if that's something that you're interested in and I pass that vibe check for you, definitely make sure you subscribe and you hit that little notification bell so you're in the know when I post again. And last but not least, if you're new here and you're looking for another video to watch, I definitely suggest this video. This video was actually one of my favorite hauls of all time. I really liked what I got, but more than that, I actually found some things that I didn't think I'd ever find, at least not anytime soon. So if you're looking for some great home decor at really good prices, that's the one to check out. But I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Yeah, okay. Sorry, the sun is a little bright. I need to go to bed.